Hello. Hi, Michelle. How are you? So I'm just starting a few minutes early. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I should probably turn off my Facebook. Okay, Facebook off, so it won't do that. Hello, Melanie. That's okay. She's driving, so she can't interact. That makes sense. Hello, Rosio. Good to have you guys here. Go ahead and shoot out some questions if you have any you want me to answer. And you can also talk keto too and how things are going, because I think every one of us is on the keto through the holidays and also on the what is it called, accountability. Those, wait for a minute. I'm so cold. I took a super hot shower today because I did that walk and I was so cold. It was like 44 degrees and kind of misty. Rosie's picking up her kids. What are your kids' ages and grades, Rosio? Mm-hmm. She might take you a minute to answer that, huh? What? Oh no, not our kids. I already know what ages and grades you guys are. No, I'm talking about Rosio. So yeah, it's just on the computer. Okay, so her oldest is almost 24. Oh, okay, you have older kids like I do. My oldest is 24 and 21, and I have a 21-year-old also. I also have a 17-year-old, and I have two 15-year-olds and a 16-year-old. 12 and 10. We have kids really similar in ages. That's cool. Yeah. That's awesome. Two oldest in college. What? I actually do know your siblings' ages. Thanks, Oscar. How are you guys all doing today, and how has the challenge been going for you? Good job, Melanie, giving up smoking. Okay. I'm curious what your thing is you're going to give up in January. Hello, Mysterious Queen. Shannon Avery. Hello. When is a senior in high school? I'm not ready for that. Yeah. That senior year is pretty crazy because they just want to be done and everything gets crazy and hard. And yeah. And they think they know everything. Sometimes they do. So I hope you guys can hear me. Shannon Avery. I know you do keto too. And Mysterious Queen, tell me about yourself. Thank you very much. Coca-Cola and smoking all at once. That's great. Hello, Christy and Bonnie. So glad you guys could come. Thanks. What is your name, Mysterious Queen, so I can call you by your name? Hopefully I'll remember. No way, Melanie. There's no way you have a 30-year-old. That's crazy. Good. Rosio, good job on the 5 pounds off. I hate water weight. It's so horrible. And I hate weighing myself because the scale is never very accurate, in my opinion. So, okay, Mysterious Queen is Helen. And, okay, is it Lowbro? Lowboro? I'm terrible with English names in the UK. That's cool. Okay, someone else. Minnie Rivers Across is also from UK. What's your name, Minnie Rivers Across? Thank you very much, Helen. Chicken wings, I'm so jealous. What are you doing with them? Are you putting a certain kind of seasoning on them or just frying them up? How are you doing it? I love wings. I could eat them all the time. I have a daughter that hates poultry. Like it's punishment to her, and she told me yesterday that she wishes we could not have poultry at or turkey at Thanksgiving. Okay, so Ralph has many rivers to cross. Okay. Oh, chili salt wings. That sounds really good. Yum. Hello, wanna be better. Remind me of what your name is. Yeah. Unfortunately, when we cheat, that happens, huh? I hate water weight. Sometimes even not cheating, that happens to me. I don't know why. It's so weird. I don't think I ever had my electrolytes completely and properly balanced. Oh, ham and turkey. I guess we could do that, but that's expensive. That sounds good. Heather, want to be better. Heather. Okay. Hello, Gina. Good to have you on here. So, are all of you guys on the keto through the holidays? Tuscan seasoning on the wings. That sounds really amazing. Yes, we love Indian food in the US. At least, well, I like it. I don't know about everyone else, but our family loves Indian food. Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. Okay, so I think most of us are from the keto through the holidays. So how are you guys doing? Yesterday, I ate. If you watched my video, I ate a whole thing of Rebel ice cream. I still kept it in my underneath 20 net carbs, but I'm disappointed in myself. I don't know. Today I've done great. I've just had four pumpkin spice truffles with butter. Two of them I did sugar-free syrup, and two I did powdered erythritol, like barely. And then herbal tea with heavy whipping cream. That's what I've had so far. Oh no, and two sausages. So I'm doing better today. Is there something turned on, guys, over here that's like burning? Sorry, I have to talk to my kids sometimes. You know that already from my videos. It drives my husband crazy because he'll be talking to me and I'll talk to the kids at the same time and he thinks I can't understand what's happening, but I still do, but he can't stand it. Okay, let's see. Just restarting keto. Too bad sassy months. I like that. That's great. Oh, you've not been doing keto for a long time. That's good. Yeah, I've been doing keto for like 4 years now and off and on. Like sometimes I do really great and sometimes I do terrible, but I'm really proud of myself because since May 1st, no non keto food. So I'm hoping this is the one. Let's see. Thank you, Heather. That is my favorite part of our house is all those pictures. Okay, let me make sure I'm not missing anything someone said because you guys are saying hi to each other. You know what? It was really good when my area did not have Rebel because I couldn't eat it. But actually, I'm proud of myself because we've had it for almost a month now and I've only eaten two of them. So that's pretty good. Let's see. Oh, hot South Carolina. Sherry is from hot South Carolina. It was so cold today. I mean, I took like the hottest shower ever and I still felt cold afterwards. Um, let's see. 100 in Tennessee. Oh, that is awful. Okay, I'd take cold over that. That's awful. I'm sorry, Gina. That's like the worst. It doesn't even. Maybe it gets 100 here like once a year, if that. I don't even think it does. It like almost never gets that hot. Let's see. 98 for Michelle too. Okay, Michelle, I think you're in Tennessee as well, right? Bacon hamburger sounds great, but no thanks to the fried egg on top. That's what I say. Um, okay, so Shannon's also freezing in Michigan. And yes, Melanie. I mean, I don't know. And sometimes I don't even feel bad about eating Rebel because it's so low carb, net carb. But I still am like, wow, why can't you have control? What is wrong with you? To myself, that's what I say. Hello, Angie, Brown Girl Life. Okay, so what's the temperature in Branson where you live, Bonnie? I like being warm too, but in October, I don't want it to be in the 90s. I just want it to be like 75. So, yeah, I'm such a baby. I just want everything perfect. I'm so entitled. So, I should just live in San Diego. I actually lived in San Diego for 7 years of my life. So, Appleton, Wisconsin, 58 beautiful fall day. Yeah, that's not too bad. The sun did come out finally, but it's still cold. 80s. Okay. I think sometimes Soleil water really makes me retain water too. I sometimes hate taking it, but then I start getting headaches, and so I have no choice. So, huh? No, that's fine. You guys can all do art. Please tell people to stop asking me if they can do art and just do art. Okay. Sorry. Okay, let's see. Yes. I don't mind overcast sometimes. I don't know. Ever since I've like keto, I just am a baby. I cannot stand being cold. Low 90s. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, Michelle, I don't know. I hope this is it for me. I think with my father-in-law passing, and basically he died because of diabetes. All his heart problems were because of diabetes. His infection was because of diabetes, and I just, boy, that really scared me. He was too young. He was like 72 years old. So, no, I just cannot do that. Yes, you can do art, Christy. And actually, you do art really well. Christy is super, super creative. Um, That's right. Create a masterpiece and make us rich. That's what I say. I never understand those people who have like 3-year-olds that like throw paint all over a canvas and they're making thousands of dollars on it. I don't get it. But I guess it's because I'm not an artist. I don't know how that goes. Okay, well, what part of San Diego, Bonnie? I was in Penasquitas, Mira Mesa, both of those places. Okay, so Angie, if you just have been doing keto for a year and just now heard about Soleil, did you not do any? I know Christy doesn't do Soleil; she just eats salt. And actually, my friend that lives here and she's been doing keto for 18 months. She's awesome. She's super strict, but she doesn't do Soleil either. She just makes sure she eats like she has a little bit of rock salt and she chomps on it. So I don't know. That's pretty cool. Oh boy. All of you guys that have 90-degree plus weather, I'm sorry. That's like the worst. It's horrible. It should not be that way in October. I think October should be like 75. Okay. Wow, that's amazing. Angie doesn't supplement and neither does Rosio. And I know Christy doesn't either. I get a really bad headache if I don't have Soleil. Thank you very much, Heather. Take care. We'll see ya. I think most of the people on here have a channel, so you guys should subscribe to each other. Hello, Uno78, or What is your name? Okay, so it's supposed to be 75, but you're just maybe having a heat wave? I don't know. We had a weird summer that like didn't warm up for the longest time, and so I think it's creeping, well, it was creeping into September. We usually have colder Septembers than we did this year. So I don't know. Encinitas, yep, Cardiff and La Jolla and Mira Mesa. Cool. Yep. I love San Diego. If I could afford to live there, I would live there. I also get heart palpitations too, Melanie, if I don't. Okay, so is it Uno or Well, it must be Uno if that's your name. I don't know what this chat is about. Do you have any questions? That's right. I remember you saying your daughter lives in San Diego. So, and she's in the Navy, so she's at one of the bases probably, right? Do you guys have any questions for me or anything you want to talk about specifically? I don't know how long we'll make this since I'm just trying it out for the first time and I'm not an expert. I don't really have anything to teach you. So, okay. LA and California. Yep. We used to drive up to LA all the time. What have I eaten today? Today I have had 4 pumpkin spice chaffles. There's a fly in here. How weird. And how I made those is I did an 1/8 cup of pureed pumpkin, 1 ounce of softened cream cheese, 1 egg at room temperature, a teaspoon of baking powder, and about a half a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. And I blended them up with my little hand mixer and just cooked it in my dash. And then I also had peppermint herbal tea and 2 little sausage patties. So, how about everybody else? It looks like Uno is hungry, wants some ideas. Yeah, you guys should watch Angie. She's interesting and fun, and she has a adorable cat named Gladys. But she shows her food too for all of you that like watching people, seeing what people eat. Okay, let's see. Okay, haven't done a live yet. You totally should, Gina. You should. Chicago, 2 years. Wow, you've kind of been around, Bonnie. That's cool. I've never been to Chicago. Subway. Okay, I hear that Subway makes really good non-bread sandwiches. I don't know if you guys have Jimmy John's where you live, but they make an awesome unwich too. It's an Italian one. Well, that's the one I've tried, and it was very good. Christy says, I know Tim doesn't do keto, but has his eating habits changed? Okay, so his eating habits have changed a little bit, but that's because he has back problems. So we're starting to realize that nuts make it bad, and so does dairy. But no, he still eats what he wants. I am not from Michigan. I was born in Aspen, Colorado, and then I moved to San Diego when I was 10, and Arizona, Phoenix area when I was 17, so my senior year of high school. That's where I met my husband. We got married. We ended up moving to Utah, and then we moved back to Colorado. So, yeah, I've never been to Michigan. I have a cousin that lives there, though, and she loves it. Okay. Yeah, it was so windy. It was freezing, and I need to get better at editing so I could like get that horrible windy sound out. But it was really windy today too. It was freezing. Ooh, lemon pepper baked chicken breast with broccoli and Alfredo sauce. Yeah, you guys, Alfredo sauce is the bomb. If you're one of those people who are doing high protein, moderate fat, don't do Alfredo. You can do the kind that Tammy does from Keto and the Chaos. Let's see. Oh, that's probably another reason why you need so much Soleil, Melanie. If you're outside in that Florida heat, I've been to Florida several times when we were adopting our girls from Haiti, and we would stop over in Florida for like a day. So muggy, yuck. I'm a baby. I lived in Arizona for like 11 years. I can't stand heat, but Arizona heat's different than Florida heat, for real. Like the dry heat is much better. I don't like that muggy heat where you feel like you are still in a shower or someone took a hot wet washcloth and shoved it over your face. I hate that feeling. That's how it is in Vietnam too. Let's see. Oh, so you lived in Chicago for a long time, Bonnie. That's cool. Okay, I'm gonna have to do chicken Alfredo over broccoli. I think I did it last year. I just don't remember entirely. I have this vague recollection. I also used to eat it over shredded cabbage too. That's pretty good because the heat from the Alfredo kind of softens up the cabbage. I didn't cook the cabbage. I just had it raw, and it makes it kind of noodly and nice. It's good. Did you guys try those egg noodles that I made? Because they are pretty darn good, and I hate eggs. You guys know that. I'm gonna make my own marinara soon and try it and see how that goes. So let's see. Went to Miami for our 25th wedding anniversary and we fell in love. That's funny. I do not like the heat. No, I do count macros sometimes when I'm like I kind of feel like I'm going over or something, so I'll count for a few days and get an idea of the foods I'm eating at that time frame. Um, how they're doing for me. I just in my mind always have like a tally of carbs. That's what I really mostly try and keep track of. And I always say that I'm moderate protein, high fat. I think I'm like high fat, high protein, it to be honest, and low carb. So I don't know. But when I am the times before when I was on keto, I was super strict. And I did what people call therapeutic keto, and that's the low carb, high fat. And I always fell off. I couldn't handle it. So I think this time I'm doing better because I'm trying to listen to my body and what I want. I'll eat, and I just try and moderate myself. And it seems to be working well. So let's see. Yeah, zoodles are pretty good too. I love zoodles. And let me know what you think of the egg noodles, Angie. I know you're not a huge fan of eggs either, so I'm curious if you like them. Hey, can someone please kill this stupid fly before I like lose my mind? I hate flies. I love living in Colorado. We hardly have any bugs, at least in Colorado Springs. The weather is amazing. There are hikes everywhere, and we're like 20 minutes from the mountains, so we can go up in the mountains whenever we want. And yeah, it's awesome. I love it. I don't know. It keeps flying around my head, so okay. It's in the schoolroom now. So I could never live somewhere where it's muggy. I shouldn't say never because I don't want to live somewhere where it's muggy and there's a lot of bugs. Yeah, I love Colorado Springs. It is just gorgeous. I love it. I feel spoiled. This place is really great. I would make it slightly more racially diverse. That would make it even better, in my opinion. But it's pretty good. It's a lot better than Utah. So, okay, take care, Melanie. Going to the grocery store. Thank you for catching my live. Okay, so and yay, Lisa from Keto Kitchen by Lisa is here. She always does really fun lives too. I love her lives. And she makes egg noodles all the time. What's your favorite way to top them? How do you like that, Lisa? What's your favorite? Okay, the next time any of you are in Colorado Springs, let me know so we can like get together, or even Denver, because that's like about an hour away, depending on traffic. Branson is beautiful. These Ozarks, a lot of bugs. Yes, those places are beautiful to visit, I think, but I don't know if I could live there because I don't know. I guess I'm temperamental. I don't like bugs and I don't like being hot too long. We went on our honeymoon to New Orleans. I feel so badly for my gentle, kind husband. I was not very nice because I was hot all the time. Yeah, come. If you ever come to Denver or Colorado Springs, definitely let me know. Denver is not my favorite place. There's a lot of neat things to do there. And like if you're looking for specific things that you can't find in the Springs, it's a good place to go. But it's just so crowded and crazy and construction everywhere. It's not my favorite. But we find a lot of things there. So, and we don't have as many things here down in the Springs, though it is growing. Well, thank you, Lisa, for supporting. Okay, she makes her own Alfredo sauce too, like I do. I just think it tastes better. I know maybe it's a little higher fat than the kind you can buy at the store, but I don't care about that. And it just tastes so good. Okay, Michelle, you don't do sole either. I know you do bone broth, right? How do you get your salt in? If you guys don't do sole, how do you get your salt in? I'm curious. I guess when I was strict keto a long time ago, I didn't do sole either. I just salted my food and tried to make sure I ate a lot. I think I found out about sole about 18 months ago, maybe 2 years ago. So that's what I do now. To me, it's just easy. And sometimes I really crave it. Salt your food. Okay. I wonder if I salted my food better, if that would curb my headaches and also make me not do water weight as much. Yeah, Shannon adds it to her tea and coffee. So does Michelle Rock. I don't know if you guys watch her, but she's pretty cool. And she does add salt to all of her drinks too. Okay, I don't drink coffee, so I can't join in on that part. But I have never tried putting herbal or salt in my herbal tea. I don't know if I would like that, but I might try it today because I am having another cup today because I don't like being cold. Salt on my chocolate. That's funny, Christy. Yeah, I love chocolate too much. Okay, so sole is when you take the pink Himalayan salt, put several teaspoons, tablespoons, however big your container is. You want like a glass jar, and then you add water to it. You shake it up, and you make sure your lid is not metal, so plastic, or I put a plastic bag over mine, and then you set it on the counter for a day, and the water kind of the salt leaches into the water. The water holds onto the salt, and whatever's left falls to the bottom as sediment, and then you can pour that water, which should be clear or darn near clear, into another container, and that's your sole. And then uh, Tamra from Keto and the Cash, she recommends 4 tablespoons of sole a day, but both her and I, and actually I've been doing about 4 the last few days. It's been colder, but when it's hot or I'm exercising a lot, we do way more, like probably 5 to 8, maybe 10 sometimes. And so does Tammy. She doesn't talk about it a whole lot, but that she did tell me that. Oh, I love Michelle Rock too. She is so cool. I just love her. I also use no salt too, Gina. I hate the way it tastes. But sometimes I'll do sole, water, and then a little new salt and make my own like little Ketorade. And I don't put anything in it. You can though. You can put water flavoring in it. Okay, coffee grounds. That's interesting. Okay, what does yes you do, Wendy, Michelle? What's that in reference to? Because I might be a little bit behind. Let's see. Bonnie doesn't drink coffee. I like the smell of coffee too. I don't drink coffee because I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter day Saints, like Tammy, and we just don't drink coffee. So that's why. But I like the way it smells. So take care, Rosie O. Enjoy all of your kids. Michelle loves her coffee. She doesn't. She says it's sad. Well, she says, say it's not so, Bonnie. Coffee is life. That's funny. Yeah, sole water is salty. It is. Like Tamara drinks her straight. No way. I tried it one time and I thought I was gonna die. It is horrible. I just add mine to water. And then you can, like I said, you can use like a water enhancer and make it more flavorful if you want. So that's how I do it. I'm on my laptop, sorry. I have to keep adjusting it and it's like wobbly. I don't know if you can do live chats on your phones when you don't have 1,000 subscribers. That's what I've heard. So I'm kind of stuck with my laptop. So you guys have any questions for me or comments or anything? Or for each other? I know this is a crazy time. I think a lot of people are probably getting their kids from school and doing dinner and stuff. Lymphedema. Make your feet swell. It could. I know some people have to be very careful with salt, with sodium. And I would totally recommend you base it off your own body and what works for you and doesn't, and or talk to your doctor. Doctors are probably going to tell you don't do that. It's crazy. But a lot of doctors hate keto also. Yes, that is, we have been called Mormons. We try and steer away from that name, but yeah, because in the beginning, Mormon was a really derogatory term. So I think at some point it kind of got adopted by members, but we're trying to steer away from that because it doesn't reflect us being Christians. And if we use our actual name, it has Christ in it. And so people can recognize that we're Christian. Yeah, keto's helped me a lot too, like in so many ways. Obviously, my diabetes, because my my A1C when I first found out I had diabetes was 12.7, which is astronomical. It was really, really high. And now it's 6.3. So my goal is to get it under 6. by January. So, and yeah, I hardly have inflammation of any sort. I hardly have any sore joints, only if I've ran or something. And I just think I just feel better and I think I look better when I'm on keto. Thank you, Christy. I totally think I'm going to get to that goal too. I really like my doctor. She's very nice, but sometimes she makes me mad, and it's good because if someone makes me mad, then I'm like determined. And so she was like threatening to give me some more medication in May because I wasn't doing so good with keto and my numbers were up. And that just made me so angry because she's like, I don't know if you can manage your diabetes on your own. And I was like, oh, okay. Okay. When I said to her, I was like, I know I can. I just need to stop eating the way I'm eating. And she was like, well, I just don't know you can do it. And so I felt so good when I went in there last month and she saw how great I was doing and stuff. So, yeah, whenever someone she challenges me, that's true. I shouldn't say she makes me mad. She's very nice. I like her a lot. And she's great because she doesn't have a problem with keto at all. She doesn't even bat an eye when I talk about it. But she is younger. I mean, like she's probably I don't know, maybe 28 or 30. At least that's what she looks like. So I think she's just a little more open than like some of the older doctors I've had. They usually like freak out when you say keto. So let's see what else do we have. Branson. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Yeah, that's true. Good doctors that push us, that's they are a blessing. And she listens well too. So I have to give her props for that. She's when she first became a doctor, she was not very nice. She was dismissive and at one point I even said to her something about maybe she should read my chart. So it didn't go very well, but she's really come to respect me, I think, and she's just also softened. She also had a baby in November, so that I think really uh, she's just very nice. So I am glad she doesn't challenge me on keto. I would freak out if she did that. I would probably get a different doctor, frankly, because that's what I have to do. Branson, the Bible Belt. Okay, Branson is that Missouri? I'm terrible with geography. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, I think she knows we have 12 kids, but I'm not entirely sure. She probably does, but yeah, she might have a little more respect now that she has one. I don't know. I just think she was also new, like fresh out of medical school, new when she became a doctor because my other doctor left. Um, so I just think a lot of things have changed for her. Oh, that's interesting. Where do you go to church? Colorado Springs is actually a very heavily religious area as well. I love it. There are churches everywhere of all kinds of different faiths, and I just think it's the greatest. And people are just very friendly, and nobody's afraid to talk about God. So I really like it here. It's a neat place. So yeah. Well, I don't know if you guys have anything you want to ask me. I think I'm like embarrassed because my face is on fire. And I'm looking at it and it's red. This is so funny. When I first started videoing back in April of 2018, I was like so embarrassed and self-conscious. Now it doesn't phase me. But anyway, uh yeah, this is funny. Maybe it's cuz my first chat. I guess I could have gotten sunburn when I was outside, but the sun wasn't out. That fly, it's driving me crazy. You don't get that in Chicago, yeah. Yeah. It wasn't like that when I was in San Diego either. And in fact, it wasn't that way really in Arizona either. There are people who are religious there, but just it wasn't as common. So yeah. But those places would be really cool to visit too. I would love to go to Chicago. My husband's been there and he said it's cool. Well, thank you very much saying that I look good. They probably do have a remote control flight. That's probably true. Uh, they probably like me being busy and distracted so they can do whatever they want. I just found out you just explained where I am. Yeah. So, Bonnie, was your thing nope to the questions? You have two kids, 35 and 17. Wow. Oh, girls, that's awesome. That's a big age gap. It's almost kind of like they kind of maybe grew up a little almost like only children. I don't know. You tell me what that was like. Um, okay, let's see. You explain your house muggy and buggy by the lake. Yeah, but your place is gorgeous. I would love to visit it. I don't know if I could live there, but it's beautiful. I love when you show us your when you're in the boat and on the lake. It's really awesome. And when you walk, I love when people show where they live. I don't, you don't have to show me your address or anything like that. I don't mean to be like creepy, but it's so fun to just see where people live. And when I'm thinking about you guys, when I'm not watching videos, I like to imagine your life and think about what you're doing and the places that you're walking or being at. I don't know. Do you guys like that too? Or do you just prefer like people sitting and talking or food or recipes? What are the things you like to watch? Oh, Angie, 21 years between your oldest sister and yourself. Okay, what was that like? Was it fun to have a sister so far apart in age? Oh, I'm sorry, Bonnie. Miscarriages. I know all about those. I've had 11, so yuck. They're horrible. There's no fun. After I had my first three, well, we already were planning to adopt kids anyway. So after I had my first three, I was like, forget that. Then we had lots of surprise pregnancies. I have PCOS, so sometimes you can get surprise pregnancies with PCOS because you're just kind of weird. Your body's weird. Um, yes, Gina, I like a variety too and getting to know people. So do I. I watch a few big YouTubers, but I find myself enjoying more people who don't have big channels. I don't know. I just really enjoy that. I just like maybe because I connect more with people who are like that. I love those kinds of things. I like just about everything most people share. I don't like when people use foul language though, because my kids watch. Well, I don't like foul language for myself either, but I don't like to hear that. Let's see. Yes, there's a lot of people have Instagram keto. Oh my goodness, keto on Instagram. So I do. Mine's at Dozen Mama. I know Gina does and Christy does. Michelle does. Bonnie, do you? And let's see, Shannon, you do too, right? I'm trying to look and see. Let's see. Oh, because you're so far apart in age, right, Angie? That's why you guys are just now getting to know each other. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I thought Shannon had hers at Crazy on Keto. Yeah. Wow, Bonnie, that's crazy that you have siblings younger than your 35-year-olds. Yeah. What my last pregnancy, I was pregnant at the same time as our oldest, so that was very interesting. Then of course, I miscarried, and our daughter didn't. But when I thought things were going to go okay, I was like, "Well, this will be really weird to have a granddaughter and a baby," but that didn't happen. Let's see. Okay, that's good to know, Angie. I didn't know you were on Instagram. Yeah, okay. I knew that you did bone broth, Michelle, because I used to do broth a long time ago when I did super strict keto. I just haven't done it yet. I think all the foods I used to eat a lot when I did strict keto, I cannot even bring myself to eat them now. That just like freaks me out. Like I don't know. I think I was way too strict. So that's why I don't count macros and stuff now. Because I'm afraid of going off. And so, yeah, I just am really careful about things that remind me of that time period. Because there was a while where I was like way strict, and I did total carbs, and I even tried to be like under 15, and ugh, no thanks. I mean, that's great and good for people who do that. But when I think of that, I just want to rebel and eat like a donut. So that's why I just don't do that to myself anymore. Oh, your dad remarried. Okay. What? Your stepmother's 7 years older than you? That's kind of strange. I've always thought those kinds of things are strange. I hope your stepmother's awesome and good to you guys. Hope it's not a weird situation. Yeah, I cook with broth. Okay, one time I made this bone broth in the instant pot, and this was when I was first new at keto, and I thought I mean, like I cooked it in the instant pot for like a day and a half, and those bones were falling apart, and then I blended the bones up into the broth because I thought that's what you're supposed to do, and for a long time I made myself drink that. Oh, it was awful. It was so gritty and awful and disgusting, and I don't know. That might be part of the reason I hate broth too. But I do use it for like making like my drop soup and other soups and stuff. And Angie has never counted macros. Yeah. And neither does Bonnie. I'm assuming that you don't count macros. So making your own bone broth is not that hard. It really isn't. But I know what you're talking about. It's a commitment. And if I worked out of the home, I wouldn't do it either. Because I mean, it takes a long time. So I could see why you wouldn't want to bother with it, Gina. And you can buy it at the store. And if you're careful which brand you buy, it's good. It's fine. I know, don't blend the bones. What the heck was I thinking? I don't even know. Yeah, crock pots are awesome. Instant pots are awesome. They're they're very handy, especially for keto stuff. So I just get so lazy. I don't meal plan, as you all know. And sometimes I get so hungry that by the time it's time for me to eat, I'm just like, I don't even know what to eat. So it's nice to have those things to cook things up ahead of time. I don't understand them. Yeah, I did that bone broth that I blended up. That was a whole day overnight and then some of the next day. Our house smelled weird for a while. And I ended up throwing it all away. It was such a waste. So, what are you guys having for dinner tonight? I'm making the family chili, and I could make chili for myself too, and I might. But I also am kind of craving my tilapia. Hello, Viva J. Hola. Okay. Oh, I want Viva J. Is this our guy on our keto through the holidays that just got off work? Remind you of your name, Jason. Okay, chuck roast. Bonnie doesn't plan either. Chicken wings and zucchini fries. I'm jealous. Bunless burger for Viva J. Okay, so Jason, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, you're very good to listen, Angie, about like how you use a small plate and you use a toddler fork and sit on your hands and stuff. When I was watching that video of yours, I was like, I don't think I could do it. So you're good to listen and obey. I'm kind of naughty. A breakfast sandwich. What kind of a breakfast sandwich? Are you using chaffles? And do you guys like your chaffles with almond flour or do you just do egg and cheese? I like them fancied up, but I try not to do those very often because carbs. Taco chicken. Okay. You've made that before, Gina, and that looks good. Um, well, it's true. Since we can't eat very much, it is easier than traditional meal planning, right? When you are meal planning just regular, there's too many options. And I guess if you get creative, that's the same with keto, but I'm not very creative. Okay, flowers with the sweet ones. That's what Gina does. Yeah, Angie, I think living alone and being able to have your own meal plan would be really nice in some ways. My family's very supportive though, so I don't have any complaints there. It's just that when I see them eating things I love and can't have, that's kind of hard. Yeah, your taco chicken looks really good, Gina. Okay. And yeah, you can just drink bone broth. A lot of people do. Wait, Jason, you haven't tried a chocolate yet. What in the heck? You have to try them. They're good. I just make mine with cheese and egg. So, and they just make a nice sandwich. I mean, sometimes I change it up, but um, yeah, those are pretty good. And there are some really good bun recipes out there that have almond flour. There's one that even tastes like the Red Lobster biscuits. And I love those things, and I have no problem with people doing them. For myself, I just get really worried because if something reminds me too much of the past, it makes me want the real thing, and then also just the extra carbs. I don't know. I try not to do those if I can help it. Chaffle fatigue. Yeah, she's having chaffle fatigue. Too bad Melanie's not in here because she hates chaffles. She's so tired of people talking about chaffles. It kind of makes me laugh. Yes, please email me a recipe, Bonnie. I need recipes. I need help because I get stuck in a rut and I make the same things over and over and over. And it's true, Christy. You use coconut flour in yours. I think sometimes when you're making a little bit different flavored chaffle and it's like a treat chaffle or something, you have to. Um, you can make the cheese and egg ones and put sugar-free syrup on them and stuff, but I don't know, after a while it's kind of boring. I like them as sandwiches the best, or as everybody knows, peanut butter with sugar-free jam. Homemade sugar-free jam. Okay. And coconut flour and baking soda, that's what Michelle uses. Okay, Cheddar Babe chaffles. Yes, I saw those. I saw those. I really want to make those. Christy has a lot of chaffles that I want to make too, but I'm kind of lazy and also I'm kind of scared of myself, which is hilarious since I ate a whole thing of Rebel ice cream. Why am I afraid of a sugary chaffle? I don't know. Christy, you'll never have chaffle fatigue because you are creative and you're thinking of all these great recipes where I'm still stuck on the cheese and egg. Jason says he's late to trends. That's funny. Um, it's not always a bad thing, Jason. It's true. I am amazed that people are coming with new recipes too for the chaffles. I'm actually fascinated by it because I'm over here trying to think of new things, and I'm like, I'm just gonna have a peanut butter truffle. So I don't know. Yes, Christy, I thought you'd made a cheddar bay one. Yes, okay. And I'm the same, Gina. Sweet things, and I'd done pretty good with my meaty Monday, and then Tuesday was pretty good, and then yesterday when I had that revel, my head was killing me. I don't think my body likes sugar, the fake sugar. So I don't know. And yes, Christy is so creative. Yeah, I know. It's true, huh, Jason? It's kind of bad because the net carbs aren't bad. So then you feel like, whoa, I'm still within my macros. Why not? Yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time doing that with enlightened. That's because it has a lot more carbs. So I rarely do that. And with Halo Top, same thing. I don't even eat Halo Top anymore. I haven't had it for months and months. So I don't know. I just need to stay away from ice cream because that's my downfall. Oh, black raspberry rebel ice cream. Shannon. Yeah, I could go for that, but I'm not. I'm not gonna go for that. I'm glad that Rebel's so expensive because then I can't buy it very often. So yeah, I love truffles too, Bonnie. I don't. I wish that I wish they saved a little better because then I would make a bunch up and have them in the fridge ready to go. But I do not like the way they taste when you've saved them. They're better fresh. Okay, so Christy, what kind of Rebel did you try? Or was it the mint chip one? I think you maybe already told me this. Christy and I both have a love for ice cream, so I gotta rein it in. It's terrible. So the new enlightened keto ones are better than Rebel. Is that what you're saying, Jason? I haven't seen those ones yet. I've only seen the traditional ones that are like, I don't know, 12 or 15 net carbs for the whole thing. Okay, let's see. I'm hoping I'm not missing anybody's comments. Let's see. Oh, the calories on Rebel are pretty high. And if I counted calories, I probably would be scared too. I would lose weight a lot faster if I kept track of my macros a little better. Okay, mint and coffee chip. I love mint chip ice cream, as Christy already knows. It's so good. Oh my gosh, Angie, you have all of them in your freezer and you're not tempted? What? Why? I'll tell you what keto ice cream I hate. The one with the whale on it. I think it's called Killer or something. That stuff is nasty. That never tempts me. I'll never eat that again. I like ice cream too, Bonnie. It's not better than Red Bull taste wise, just carb wise. Is that what you mean? And maybe fat and calories. I don't wait for them to thaw. I just take a spoon, a hearty spoon, and I start digging. You don't have to wait for it to thaw. Is it mammoth? Whichever one has the whale on it. Ugh, I hate that stuff. What was it called, guys? Killer Creamery. That was so gross. Yeah, it is Killer Creamery. Okay, Bonnie likes mint chip too. You made peanut butter ice cream today, Tracy? How did you do that? Tell me how you did that. I made that homemade butter pecan ice cream the other day and then I ate about a half cup of it or so and it's still in my freezer. It doesn't save as well as store-bought ice creams, I have to say. So I'll probably be giving that to one of my kids. Only 4 carbs per pint. Yeah, that is way better. That is so funny. I love hard ice cream. I like ice cream in every way though, because once it starts melting after you've eaten quite a bit of it or the whole thing, I like that part too. I hope none of you guys are craving ice cream now because of me. Just think about meat. Meat and fat and vegetables. Yum. Deb! Hi, Deb. Deb is so awesome. She's so supportive. You guys need to check out her channel if you haven't seen it before. Okay, let's see. I can't buy ice cream. I will eat it until it's gone, so I don't even buy it. That's kind of how I feel about Rebel. I have a bunch of Enlighten that I bought on sale in my freezer, and every once in a while I'll eat some, but it just stays there for the most part. Mint chocolate chip ice cream a few months ago, egg whites and heavy cream. Oh, maybe mine was just heavy cream, so maybe I'm missing the egg. Was that good, Gina? And was that the one that Michelle Rock makes? Because someone was telling me she makes one too. Okay, so Tracy did heavy cream, stevia, peanut butter, and vanilla. Okay, you did a video. Good. I'm going to have to check that out. I love peanut butter. I know a lot of people on keto don't do peanut butter. I have every single time I do it. I won't even apologize about it. I love peanut butter. If I couldn't have peanut butter in my life, I'm not sure if I could do keto. I don't eat it very often though, I do have to say. Meaty Monday, yes. Who all's doing Meaty Monday with me? You don't have to. It's just the thing I'm doing. And then Jason says he ate a pint of butter pecan enlightened keto. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Okay. I don't do Pinterest, so did you video that, Gina? That mint chip ice cream? Because I'm gonna have to check that out. You know what? I hate almond butters, Angie. I think they're It's disgusting. So pretty much that's all I've tried because I'm cheap. We have 7 kids at home still, so yeah, I can't get fancy pants stuff. Coco, okay, Coco, do you like going by Coco or Colette? Which one do you prefer? And she's on break at work. Yeah, because today's Thursday, so you're 1:30 to 9:30 today, right? Yeah. Wish I could ride on your bus. I bet it's fun. Okay. Okay, you didn't video. That's all right. That's okay, Gina. No worries. I'll probably check out Michelle's too. What is it, Bonnie? What's that in reference to? Oh, okay, I've heard macadamia nut butter is really good. I bet it's really expensive too. Here's the thing that's hard too is if there's a good keto thing, like bacon, my family makes me feel sad that I'm eating bacon in front of them. And then I say things like, well, you can have bread and pasta and donuts, and I can't. But then I still feel like really sad inside. So if I had macadamia nut butter, I think that would be really hard. I always feel like I should get it for everybody. And then it's like ridiculously expensive. Okay, Coco's your nickname from your nephews. Okay, I like the name Coco. That's awesome. I might have to try that macadamia nut butter anyways at some point. Maybe that's my Christmas present. Okay. Thank you very much, Gina. Well, I have 12 kids, Angie, so I better be. Although, I call my kids by their other siblings' names and by our animals' names. So I don't know. Well, yeah, it doesn't matter how many kids you have at home. Life's expensive, and if unless you're made of money, which I think most of us are not, we have to be careful, huh? Thank you, Lisa, for the big thumbs up. Oh, the Monday thing you were talking about. Oh, okay, the meaty Monday. Yeah, that's a-okay. You can do it or you don't have to. It was kind of hard, but I also felt pretty good on Tuesday. So I'm okay with doing it, and I think I'm just gonna stick to one day. I thought about carnivore for a little while, but then I was like, no, that's not for me. Let's see. I hope I'm not missing anybody. If I missed you, I'm really, really sorry. Um, yes, Henry is so adorable. Where's Henry? Get him over here so he can be on the live real quick. Henry. Yeah, he's my baby. He's a little spoiled. You probably could tell that. He's 8 years old. Even though he's so huge, he's only 8 years old, and he's just my baby. Thank you very much, Coco, for telling everyone to like my video. But come here. Hey, cooking and chatting with Claire. Claire, you're on there? Yeah, I think you're on there. Yeah, that's my daughter's channel. Come here, bud. Maybe your dad got on. I think your dad got on your channel, Claire. Okay, you gotta give us a big smile for Angie. Isn't he the cutest?
Can I go play in the backyard?
Yes, of course you can. Wait, did you do your schoolwork? You didn't do your schoolwork?
I did art and read a little bit of my book.
No math? Okay, extra math tomorrow? Okay. See. He's spoiled and I'm a sucker. Okay, Angie. You did carnivore for a while. I do like it too, but I like vegetables, and that is just way too. That is my husband for sure with all those fire things. That's hilarious. Sweetie, come kill this fly for me. Okay, so sugar alcohols get you, Michelle. Yeah, certain things get me too. Like, yeah, and I'm starting to think that erythritol might give me a headache. Because that's what I was having yesterday. Well, that's pretty much what's in Rebel, and I had a bad headache. But it could also have been that I ate a whole thing of ice cream. I don't know. You guys are nice to say hi to Henry. He's gone already, but I'll tell him you said that. He watches all of your guys' channels with me. That's why I wish people wouldn't swear, because he watches, and then he's like, "What?" So, if I know someone swears a lot, for one, I try not to watch it, but I try not to watch it when he's around. And by swearing, I mean like even like using the Lord's name in vain. He freaks out over that too. So people shouldn't be swearing, right? Okay. Okay, let me see. I think I missed a few because I was talking too much. No, he didn't want to be on the camera very much. And it's funny, when he was little, he loved to be videoed and pictures. And now the last few months, he gets mad sometimes. It's weird. Okay. Well, he is getting older, so I guess that's okay. So, Coco, you're struggling with erythritol too. Okay. So, like, in what way? How are you struggling? Okay, that's okay, Gina, because I check your Instagram all the time. Mint flavoring and chocolate chips. That's what I was thinking of doing when I was going to make it. So, do you use Lily's or Bake Believe or Chalk Zero? Chalk Zero is very good, by the way, guys. It's just expensive. So is Lily's, but there are options. Yeah, you're really good, Coco. I think maybe I've heard you say like one or two swear words total. You're pretty good. Coco, while I have you on here, sometimes when you're in your car, I can't hear what you're saying. I don't know what it is. And then all of a sudden your video will get louder. So I don't know if it's your camera or driving or what. I don't know what it is. Have you had other people tell you that? Because it could also just be me. Hey, Claire. Was that your dad on there? I figured. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Bonnie said no need to swear. So it makes you feel really sluggish and tired. That's interesting. And you've only used Lily's. Yeah, the Bake Believe ones are at some Walmarts because we have them at some of the Walmarts here in the Springs, and other Walmarts aren't carrying them still. So I don't know. It's interesting. Um, okay, let's see. Okay, your Bluetooth's attached to your phone. Okay, that makes sense. That's okay. I just turn the sound up and get close so I can still hear what you're saying. Good job, Angie. Hello, Lisa. Lisa Daniels. So we have Lisa from Keto by Kitchen by Lisa and Lisa Daniels. Two Lisas. So good to have you guys here. Oh, we're at an hour already. That's shocking. I didn't think I'd be able to talk for more than half hour, but I do love to talk. Just ask my kids. Yeah, try turning off your Bluetooth and then let's see how that works. Hi, Tally.
Hi.
She's so cute too. Oh, actually, all my kids are pretty darn cute. If I do say so myself, I'm kind of biased, but they are. They're cute. What? Michelle, you didn't like Rebel? Why? Was it just like the texture, the flavor? What? Thank you, Angie. Chia pudding. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people doing that. I hate almond milk. But does it taste good if you do it with other things? Because when I drink it by itself, it gags me. So I don't know. But I don't like almond butter too. I like almonds themselves, but I don't know. I might try that just so I can say I've tried it. I gotta look at the time. I gotta iron a shirt for my husband for his meeting. So, oh, and I'm going out with my friends tonight for dinner because one of my friends' birthday was last week. So that's fun. I have not tried milkadamia. Is that with macadamia nuts? Because I love macadamia nuts. Okay, let's see. Trump My Joy says, "What channel is fake news CNN in CNN?" I think that's a spam. Cool. I have spam. We'll just take that off of there. Well, any questions? Anything you want to talk about specifically? Might wrap this up in a few minutes. Oh, you did make a video for it. Awesome, Gina. That's cool. That wasn't spam. Oh, yeah, that was. And Trump is king. That wasn't spam. That's hilarious. I would think that was my husband joking around, except I hear him shipping. So I don't know. We won't get into politics here because we might disagree and let's just be friends. No, maybe I can hide user. There we go. Let's take them off. Now I can't see the other things. Okay, a bunch of trolls all of a sudden. Yeah, maybe it's because I've been on for an hour. Maybe they pop out then. I don't know. If you get well, so Lisa's done um, a lot of lives. Does that happen when you have a little longer of a live, Lisa? I hate talking about politics. I don't agree with a lot of the people that I know. So it's best just to remain quiet on the matter. I will say we're independent. That's as much as I'm going to share. Okay, I don't know why the Trump thing is really weird too. Because okay, that's all I'll say too. Okay, yeah, I probably should do moderators if I ever like do this again. Okay, Jason, are you going to KetoCon? I don't know. It seems fun, but I don't want to do a trip without family, and I don't think my husband would like that. But I know that Tamara from Keto and the Chaos wants to go. So we've talked about it a little bit, but I don't know. It sounds really amazing, huh? Because when I watch all the people's videos from KetoCon, I'm a little jealous. It looks really cool. Are you going, Jason? Yes, do some lives, Tracy. You should. Yeah, I don't know. And I guess they really knew how to get to me by making them all about Trump. Oh, wow. Okay, I talked about politics a little bit. Okay. Yeah, politics are just sticky business nowadays. Thank you, Ezra. Yeah, Coco. There's not a whole lot of money in this household. My husband is self-employed, and I don't work, and we have a lot of kids. So yeah, I hear ya. Our version of traveling is going to visit our family in Utah. So okay, Jason, good for you. Good for you. I don't know. Maybe I'll think about it. Trump, my love, was one of the ones I hid. That is weird. Okay. So have any of you guys done KetoCon? Any of you watching? 23,000 a payoff. That's stinky. I'm sorry about that, Coco. Is that why that's one of your goals for the keto through the holidays? Sticking to your budget? Is this a quiz channel? Lucky Rabbit's Foot. That's hilarious. Yeah, what's your name, Lucky Rabbit's Foot? I have a feeling that that's spam too, but at least it's not like offensive in any way. Roger. Okay. Do you do keto, Roger? Because that's pretty much what we're talking about. Yeah, Roger Rabbit. Yeah, Coco, that's hard when you have to take care of an ailing parent. Yeah. Well, you could stop buying groceries and you could live off of your stash. Though it might be a little gross eating all those Quest bars and protein shakes, huh? No spend October, that's what Bonnie's doing. Your stash is awesome. I was a little jealous, and I'm not even like a huge fan of. I don't really like protein bars. I mean, they have their place, but and honestly, I'm not a big fan of Premier Proteins too much either. Drink them sometimes, but I still was jealous of your stash. It was incredible. You should video it again, or maybe I should just go watch your video again. Good job, Coco, because you do have quite a few. You probably could live off that for a while. What's your cat's name, by the way? I don't know if you've said it before. You probably have, but I never picked up on that. Take care, Lucky Rabbit's Foot. Roger, take care. We could ask you some questions if you wanted to stick around, but yeah, it's not really a quiz thing. Oh, cool. That's awesome, Jason. Jason, $10? Wow. Yes, add it to tonight's again so I can watch it. I always watch videos when I'm doing laundry or washing records, sometimes when I'm making food or washing dishes or something like that. So it's so fun, sausage, because she's so fat. That's hilarious. Sasha. I like that. I like when people give their animals real names, as you know, because we have Steven and Edna. But it's funny to me. I don't like when people do like the same old, Fluffy or Spotty or things like that. Sorry if you have a cat with that name, but I'm all about giving animals real names. Okay, take care, Coco. Maybe you'll get another cupcake today. Okay, sounds good. Actually, Coco's mom is okay. I mean, she's got health problems, which is okay. It's her father that passed away. So, yes, you should do your own keto channel. Yeah, totally do it, Jason. I'll subscribe. Just don't do like uh when people do like those bodybuilding muscly things. I do not like those videos. Don't do those, and don't swear. My daughter's cats are Bruce and Bernie. Yes, those are perfect, Shannon. Those are perfect. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. No, it's not. It's a different Shannon. We have a really good friend who the mom of that family, well, they're good friends, and the mom of that family is Shannon. So my kids were excited. They thought our friend was on here. She might be. She just might be quiet. She doesn't do keto, but we're really good friends. They have 10 kids also, and they homeschool. So we have like so much in common. It was funny too because we'd be texting each other and I'd be like, "What are you having for dinner?" She's like, "Blank." And I was like, "Yes, that's exactly what we're having for dinner too." Or we'd get together and she would bring the exact dessert we had made. It was weird. I was like, "We're the same person." It was very strange, but they're really good friends of ours. They moved to Idaho, which made me very sad. It made my whole family very sad. Okay, yeah, PG. And that's totally fine. You can exercise and do whatever you want, but I just won't watch those ones. Take care, Bonnie. Take care. So yeah, the reason I say that is like, well, I don't like this stuff either, but my kids watch with me, so they know a lot about keto, and that's why Henry's my keto police. If I even tried to do something different, he would totally call me out on it. He's a very outspoken boy. You were born in Idaho. Okay, that's interesting, Angie. What part? I would not have guessed that because Idaho is not very diverse. I would never live in Idaho, no offense, but Boise, okay, that's a little more diverse than where they moved to. They moved to Idaho Falls. But that's awesome, Jason. So now you don't have to worry about them but pestering you during the holidays, right? That's cool. Yeah, I actually have a sister and a niece that started keto. I need to check up with her though, but they started like a month ago. And a brother of mine did keto for a little while last year. But we have a lot of diabetes in our family. So I think my sister and brother that tried keto, though, they're fine. I don't think they have any issues. I do have a brother that does have diabetes, but he's just managing it with a regular like diet, kind of more like a traditional diabetic diet. But he also didn't have very bad diabetes like I did. Mine is bad, and so I have to be keto. I don't get a choice. Oh, not as strict as you with cheats. Yeah. Yeah, that was me a while ago, but no more cheats for me. I do plan on my birthday to have my favorite food in the whole wide world, which is Ethiopian food. That's a plan right now. We'll see. I may not do it. We'll see. Okay. That's interesting, Angie. So it's just a short time. Yeah, I try not to. I don't want to raise my children in places where there's not very good diversity, or at least some diversity. It's just not. Utah wasn't the greatest place for us for that. So your daughter's 12. Good. So she's making effort. Actually, we have a daughter who really wants to do it, but her dad and I are a little scared to let her just because she's young and I don't know. What's the food I miss the most? That's a good question. Yesterday it was ding dongs, disgustingly enough. But I think that's what it is. It's like depends on what is happening around me. But I also really wanted a good homemade or not homemade, a good French bread yesterday. That was I was struggling. I really yesterday I was struggling. But you know what? I absolutely love chips and salsa, and it kind of makes me want to cry if I think about never eating those again. But I also feel like if I allow myself to do that like I used to, I will just fall off again. And then I struggle getting back on, and it's really bad. And I don't want to have the diabetic complications that my father in law did. And also, I have a lot of family members that did too. So I do miss that a lot. And I also really love donuts. So that's kind of sad. But you know what I was missing today when I was freezing on my walk was granola, homemade granola as a cereal with milk. It just depends on the day. Boise Cascade. I figured you were saying something besides bisexual. That was pretty funny, Angie. Yeah, I don't do the low carb tortillas either. I know a lot of people do and it works fine for them, but my body really hates flour. And I don't even know what's in those low carb tortillas, but it just scares me to even go there. And you know what I've also found is when I try and recreate things sometimes, that just makes it worse for me. I don't know. I'm weird. I'm very, very weird. So, yeah, I know keto is safe for kids. It's more of going off and on and off and on that worries me. And the kids hang out with their friends, they go places, things like that. And I just worry a little bit about that. Like it's not going to be a lifetime thing. So that's what worries me. But for her, I don't think anyway. Let's see, what does it say? I usually see the combine them. Shastin. Oh yeah, that's funny. Combining your kids' names. Yeah, oh you're totally fine. Don't worry about it, Angie. I figured that was just a little typo or something. My phone likes to type weird things for me too. I think my phone hates my guts. Cause when I send a text, it looks fine to me and I send it and then all of a sudden it's like, what the heck? How did that word get in there? So I don't know. I think it's my phone does that to me on purpose. Stoka cereal is pretty good for granola. I'll have to try that. I made a homemade granola last year and it was like unsweetened coconut, pecans, almonds, and you like cook it in coconut oil, and I think I might have used a little bit like stevia or something. Um, and it was pretty good. That was pretty good. I just haven't made it for a long time. I'm trying not to have too many nuts right now, besides my peanut butter, because one, my husband can't have them, and also I'm just trying to keep my carbs for ice cream. So, are you leaving? Okay. And erythritol usually is fine for me. I don't know why I had a headache yesterday. That was kind of weird. It might have been something else. Because usually erythritol doesn't do anything to me, and I actually had it today on my pumpkin chaffles, and it was fine. So I don't know. I hardly use any though. That's why I like to make my stuff too, is I can control how much erythritol and other things are in there, so it doesn't get a little too many carbs or too sugary. I don't like when things are over the top sugary because that fake sugar is just not good. I mean, it's okay, but I don't know. After a while, it can be nasty. Sometimes you feel like a nut. It's true. Yeah, I actually am going to be making some candied pecans for a keto review collab coming up. I made those last year and they're pretty darn good and they're super easy. So I'll have a video of that. And I'll probably promptly eat them within like a few days. So I'm probably not going to make very many of them. So, okay, your kids are 25 and 21, Michelle? I just now realized that. I would think you were too young to have kids that age. Gina, you have two kids, right? What are their ages? I think you have two kids, like a son and a daughter, correct? That's funny, Angie. Yeah, I have a weakness for chips and salsa, like restaurant quality chips and salsa. Okay, your daughter's 12 and your son's 14, so similar ages to some of our kids. Yeah, that's a fun age. Usually, sometimes it's not very fun, but mostly it is. I love it when that you can have like a real conversation with them, and I love hearing their views on life and their thoughts and their interests and stuff. It's just fun. Kids are fun. Wow, that's pretty impressive, Angie. That's nice. They seem like good kids when they're in your videos. Yeah. Too bad Amber's not in here. Her kids are a riot. That Zoe is hilarious. If you guys haven't checked out Amber's channel, she's budget clearance keto mom, but her daughter is a nut. She is hilarious. I like when people show their kids too. Obviously, I like kids. But well, I'm gonna have to wrap this up because I gotta iron my husband's shirt and then I'm going out to dinner with my friends. And I have a couple of them I'm gonna pick up. So yeah, Zoe is a ham. She's pretty funny. I agree, Deb. I like watching kids as they develop into adults and things like that. It's just so fun. And thank you everyone. Yes, thank you so much for hanging out with me and easing me into this live. I was a little scared and obviously I've been like flushed the whole time. So take care all of you guys, and you guys, if you haven't subscribed to each other's channels, do it because all of you guys are cool. All right. And yes, thank you very much, Gina. Don't forget to like. Okay, take care, guys. We'll see ya.